Hi, yes, and higher healing vibrations. Cosmic Cat here. Let's read our affirmations for the inner child. It is August. Let's see, what are we on? That's July. Oh my gosh, we're already halfway through this year. It's August 7th, and it is about relationships. I am the source of validation for my inner child. Ooh, this, yes, you know I'm going to say it. Already was feeling it in the birthday reading for them to check out the inner child reading. And yes, this would be very helpful for you to check out the birthday reading as well today. Just this whole source of validation for my inner child. Not seeking external validation from others, going within to be validated within yourself. Knowing that you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You don't have to chase anything, and you don't have to hide. You know, you have this relationship that you've bonded with your inner child, which was that deserves a big pat on the back for yourself there, because that in itself is a tremendous step, and it's not always easy. It doesn't come easily, and it doesn't come with cupcakes and rainbows. You know, it does come with the sense, there's definitely a sense of contentment, peace, love that comes from connecting with your inner child. But there's also these deep wounds that are exposed, and you know, you must be able to keep that willpower, that courage, that confidence that you built up and that you regained by connecting with your inner child. Keep that in momentum so that you can continue to heal those wounds by facing them, by walking through them, by allowing the experience, the uncomfortable feelings to be felt. And knowing that when it comes to validation, there isn't a need to be validated by anyone else. You can validate yourself. It's assurance, being self-assured, being having a solid, healthy self-esteem. Today I will celebrate my recovery by eliminating the need to take hostages in relationships. Celebrate my recovery by eliminating the need to take hostages in relationships. Fear prompts me to control and cling to those closest to me. This fear emanates from the desperate child within me who is afraid of being hurt. Yet controlling and clinging only drive away our loved ones and make our worst fears come true. Now I know that when I feel tempted to lose myself in a relationship, my inner child is yearning for the parental approval she never received. Yeah. So fear, so there's validation here. There's fear about controlling, manipulating, to try to keep others close. But then again, all it does is push others away. And then creates the fears. Yeah, and a lot of this is the ego mind, again, keeping us where we were, what we were taught, and just keeps the cycle going until we're able to break it. So now I know that when I feel tempted to lose myself in a relationship, my inner child is yearning for the parental approval she never received. Yeah. How many relationships can you count that's happened to with you? I can definitely relate to this. You know, losing yourself in a relationship and then just doing whatever you feel they want. It really does leaves your inner child behind. It also leaves behind your confidence, your willpower, your self-worth. So there is a lot, and there is no value in that for yourself, because you're not having feelings for yourself. You're living through others' feelings. You're living the way they want you to live, because you feel you were taught that was love. You were taught that living for someone else is loving. And it's construed as in like, yeah, self-sacrifice is loving someone. But that's very construed way to view this. It's not, yes, sometimes we need to make sacrifices, but we don't ever want to make a sacrifice at the cost of our own self. Like if a sacrifice is, because that's not a sacrifice, then it becomes destruction. Then it becomes self-abuse. Because then it's not sacrificing something for the greater good. Because if it's the greater good of all, then it's not going to hinder anyone involved. Yeah. When I give my inner child the love and nurturing she craves and deserves, her death grip on other people loosens. I'm going to repeat that. When I give my inner child the love and nurturing she craves and deserves, her death grip on other people loosens. Today, I will stop controlling and allow my loved ones to be themselves. Ah, what a very beautiful acknowledgement. Very well put. And this is something that, honestly, if I'd have wrote this book, this would have been probably more in the forefront. But it's here for a reason. It's also on the 7th. The 7 is a sacred number. 7 days in a week. 7 disciples. 7 is sacred in all religions. 7 is also said to be good luck. Good fortune if you get those 7s. So 7 in all religions has been sacred, and today is the 7th. So this could also be another reason why it's important for you to watch the birthday reading as well. And let's pull some cards on this about validation. Sometimes it's a struggle because within just this one, I mean, the topic is relationships. However, the topic could definitely be about connecting with your inner child. It could also be about validation, seeking validation externally versus internally. This could also be about self-love. There's so much fear. Fear is here. Parental approval that never happened, so that validation that you never received, with trying to make it happen for you. You really start with your inner child. So share in the comments, are you at this stage right now? Or have you been connected with your inner child for decades and just now you're kind of having some rough patches because you're working through some deep wounds? I'd love to hear in the comments below. Let's start this community. Let's get it going here. I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards. And while I do that, I'd like to ask for your subscription right now at this time. I'm going to leave it just like that. Ask for your subscription and check out the angel number, angel card, or animal spirit card of the day. I do those every day. They're short videos, less than 3 minutes long. They're ways that Spirit tries to connect to us, okay? And I also do the birthday reading every day, which can be for those going through rebirths. It doesn't have to be a birthday. It is for anyone. And perhaps in whatever season, right now we're in Leo season, perhaps Leo is significant in your chart, or the sun, because the sun controls Leo. So it's important that you check that out as well. Validation. Spirit, what can you tell us or share with us about being the source of validation for the inner child? How to release the fear. You want to come out, don't you? Ah, there it is right there, releasing the fear. Ah, this is yeah. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Have you asked your angel for help with this? Your angels want to help you with this situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices. Okay, so it is important that you ask your angels to help you with your inner child connection, with validation, with losing, with transforming the external validation to internal validation, to where you validate yourself. You don't have to seek any validation from others. You don't have to seek approval from others. To heal the wounds within from seeking your parents' approval that you never received. You are a source of light. You have gifts to bring to this world. And angels want you to call upon them to help you with this. So call upon your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels. Check out the angel card today. See who the angel was there for the reading. Okay. And see if that angel can help you with your situation, because I have a feeling with the timing of everything right now and the power that is feeling and going on with Lionsgate being tomorrow, 8/8 portal, the door's already open. Call upon your angels to help you release the fear to control, to cling to others, the codependency, release the fear of not being okay or messing up. Allow yourself to mess up and make mistakes. You have this lovely energy coming in from the Ten of Cups, and this shows an ending, a successful ending. You free yourself from these chains, the chains that you placed around you. So this death card, this death is showing that you are, thank you, Spirit, for affirming you will be going, the watchers here, you will be going through a rebirth phase, because after death comes rebirth. Okay, and this rebirth phase is what's going to allow you to begin to tackle that control, that clinginess, that fear, you know, when you feel you're losing yourself in relationships, like being able to, you know, so this is all of the cleanness, the control, the possessiveness, validation, the approval, self-esteem, self-worth, self-value, all of these things that have not ever been in your life or have been heavy in your life, and they're not healthy, they are not helping you. You're letting them go now. And you're going to call upon the angels to help you with this. Your spirit guides, your ancestors, those that came before you. Some you may not have even met before, but you're carrying this ancestral wound, really deep wound. And I'm also... I'm only picking up maybe one witch here. Only one witch here in this scene. That is carrying heavy witch wounds of guilt and shame, of having these psychic abilities and being ashamed to share them with the world because you're afraid of torture, you're afraid of what may come, and you don't want to be put in a mental home. So you're keeping these things to yourself, but you're being asked to share this. That's for someone in particular. Feel free to engage with me and let me know in the comments below. But this is showing it's dying, part of you dying. The part of you is dying that tries to cling or control or codependent of relationships or grab others' information and run with it. You're not doing this anymore. This energy does not exist for you anymore. And it opens up this opportunity for you to move into this beautiful wheel of fortune, which is exactly what it says, all about good fortune. We even have a serpent here, and this is the year of the serpent, about letting go of what doesn't serve you. I think this is a dahlia as well. We have Taurus energy here, Leo, you're here with your fiery lion energy. So this is another affirmation to watch the birthday reading. The serpent that's showing up, it's all about, again, letting go and grasping that, learning to work with the feminine energy you hold inside. We also have an eagle here representing Aquarius for us. And I don't see, oh, I do see Scorpio finally. Scorpio up in the corner. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is, or is that, it's not Scorpio. Actually, I can't remember what that is. I'm getting it. That's so interesting because I'm getting this actually confused with, getting this, the Wheel of Fortune confused with the World card. Isn't that interesting? So there's a connection with you with the Wheel of Fortune and the World card. So you're going to start here with the Wheel of Fortune. Esoteric symbols are coming up as well. Ancient Egypt is coming up again. Make sure that you allow, if you're stubborn, you let that stubbornness fall. You release, surrender to the feeling, surrendering. Someone here is going to have a tough time surrendering, but you're really being asked to do so, to surrender to a new way. You don't want to live the way anymore of controlling others, of trying to control who others are. You don't want to go and seek external validation from anyone. You want to find that within. So you're really going to have some transformation. You're about to close a cycle, a chapter of your life. And this is a feeling that's, you might be a little bit worn out because it took a lot to get there to the finish line for this project, this book you wrote, this story, this lifetime that you're closing, whatever this is for you. You've, it's taken quite a bit of from you, but you're so pleased. You're so very pleased with the outcome. And, oftentimes that's like the most important part. Yeah. It is the outcome. And it's not by chance that we have 2 10s here. We have a 10 here and a 10 here. Have you been seeing 10-10 lately? Next time you see 10-10, think about these 10s. Think about the Wheel of Fortune and 10 of Cups. There's something about constantly bringing positivity into your brain and your mind to retrain your brain to remove from this fear, this darkness. Now, it's important for us to embrace our darkness at times, but for many of you at this point in time, because you're actually trying to work on your relationships and you're trying to remove an old pattern that you've developed by the time you were 8 years old, it's important that you actually work more with the energy of positivity. 777s, 10s, if you're seeing 10s, look up these spiritual meanings, check out the angel number of the day, and allow yourself to have that purity that it resides within you. Break yourself free from your own self-destructive ways and habits. That's habits and patterns is habits and behaviors, okay? That's the message I have for you today. If you feel free to share in the comments below how this resonates for you. And if it does resonate for you, I would encourage you to, tomorrow on 8/8, not only check out the readings, but also do an inner child meditation for yourself, okay? Have a cosmic day tonight, meow.